When I hear the two words YouTube scammer, the very first person that comes to mind is none other than Logan Paul.
How much did you guys make from CryptoZoo?
I lost around $50,000 in CryptoZoo.
I lost $40,000.
And I lost around $15,000 US.
I lost $25,000.
$120,000.
$500,000 Australian, which is $500,000.
And now in regards to more scam, fraud, and embezzlement allegations, Logan Paul is suing Coffeezilla for CryptoZoo. Logan has hired 5 attorneys/lawyers for this, which I think is a big flex of money, which we'll talk about later in this video, but it seems like this is a huge threatening case of Logan Paul using his riches to put a hush on Coffeezilla. Coffeezilla has released his own video on this now and started it off with an absolute bang.
But you have to have a reputation to lose one. And by the time of my reporting in question, Logan Paul was already accused of participating in multiple crypto pump and dump schemes. That article does not reference my work. So Logan had already had a reputation as a scammer before my investigation, at least if you believe their allegations. So this lawsuit from beginning to end is groundless, meritless, frivolous, and Logan knows that because behind the scenes, in clips he didn't want to get out, he's saying I'm thorough and good-hearted.
In the case papers/documents that Coffee received from Logan's lawyers, it seems like the lawyers are trying to say that Coffeezilla is not a real journalist. It sounds like this defense is trying to say that if Coffee isn't a journalist, then he can't make claims about Logan or report on this matter at all. But Coffeezilla dug up an old video of Logan Paul, and well, let's just say it's a mic drop moment.
This journalist, YouTuber, crypto uncoverer guy named Coffeezilla, who's incredible, by the way. A very thorough, good-hearted, smart guy, did a deep dive into this project that I attempted to make called CryptoZoo.
Basically, there was 2 parts to the CryptoZoo scandal, the NFTs and the Zoo tokens. Out of $18.5 million that Logan was allegedly supposed to give back to the investors, he chose to only repay the NFTs, which is $2.3 million out of the total $18.5 million, even though he promised to pay everyone back.
Logan Paul is refunding people he scammed if they promise to stop suing him for the vastly larger amount he may owe them. Logan is offering only a 1-month claim window for this refund, given a year after waiting, and hidden in this wall of text is the most shocking part, which is that he's not releasing the CryptoZoo game at all.
When we're speaking about money and Logan Paul not repaying people, I want to take a quick second to actually look at all the Logan Paul money, because I literally cannot wrap my brain around the fact that he's not just repaying people with all the money that he makes. The most accurate estimated net worth of Logan Paul that I could find online is currently $150 million, which I'm sure is drastically undershooting his actual net worth given all his revenue streams. Some of his revenue streams include all the ad revenue from social media platforms he owns across the board, all the sponsors and brand endorsements he receives, the money he makes from boxing matches, the WWE contract he signed, Maverick merchandise apparel, real estate investments, cryptocurrencies, and of course, Prime Hydration. It's a lot. The guy makes a lot of money, okay? Can't relate. If you look at the valuation of Prime alone, it's estimated anywhere between $3.1 and $8.4 billion today. And yes, that is a large gap of $5 billion. But when we're talking about $18.5 million that Logan Paul won't pay back, it seems kind of odd. The weird part is that Logan Paul is not suing Coffeezilla for exposing all his alleged scams, but instead is suing him for the videos that are asking Logan to repay the people that have not been repaid yet. Coffeezilla reached out to Logan Paul regarding Liquid Marketplace, another venture Logan is a part of that Coffee is bringing new allegations against or trying to report on. He gave Logan Paul 24 hours to respond/comment on these allegations. Coincidentally enough, at the 21-hour mark after receiving that message is when Coffeezilla was notified that he's being sued. You can think what you want about this, and this may be my own speculation, but I think it's quite obvious that Logan Paul is scared to death of these new allegations, given he's seen how many views Coffeezilla has received in the past for the videos allegedly exposing Logan Paul's scandals, and I think this is Logan Paul's last-ditch effort to bury Coffeezilla or silence him with money. Ironic, he'll pay out all this money for 5 different lawyers to bury Coffeezilla, but he won't repay the $18.5 million he owes to his own victims. Now, speaking about Liquid Marketplace, it was co-founded by Logan Paul, and it lets consumers own partial amounts of collectibles, like Logan's very, very expensive Pokemon card, the Pokemon Illustrator. The best example of how this works is Bitcoin. Let's say you put $1,000 into a Bitcoin. Well, you just own a percent of that Bitcoin. It's the same thing, but now it's with tangible collectibles. Anyways, this Liquid Marketplace seems to be having major issues with allegations of embezzlement and fraud behind the scenes, so Coffeezilla set up an in-person meeting with Ryan Bahadouri, which Ryan would then not show up for after agreeing to meeting with Coffeezilla. Coffee reached out to Logan regarding this, and Logan said he would try to get Ryan to respond, and then Coffeezilla kept having to follow up with Logan, and at this point, both Ryan and Logan have gone ghost. Coffeezilla had been trying to do detective work on this for months and months and was getting nowhere, but then the Ontario Securities Commission brought an actual case against Liquid Marketplace. Now, the important thing to note here is that Logan Paul's name is actually not brought up in this case. The case is actually against 3 other executives of Liquid Marketplace, including Ryan Bahadouri. This raises questions considering Logan Paul was so heavily promoting Liquid Marketplace right after the launch of it with a video on his own channel that got over 8 million views.
Community getting to co-own it together and blowing up the platform that I co-founded, Liquid Marketplace, was way more exciting.
And this is exactly why Coffeezilla had reached out via text directly to Logan Paul to ask if Logan knew anything about this 21 hours prior to being sued.
Here were my questions. Quote, did you take any action on hearing these allegations over a year ago? Did you get approached by the Ontario Securities Commission? And is it true that Liquid Marketplace lied about their claims of insurance, appraisals, and co-ownership as the Ontario Securities Commission alleges? You can see I gave him 24 hours to respond on June 26th at 2:03 p.m. and I was promptly sued June 27th at 11:28 a.m.
In this specific case with Liquid Marketplace, Logan Paul could still potentially be innocent. But in my own personal opinion, given Logan Paul's current reputation with lots of alleged scams and scandals, ding dong, you're my favorite coin, and not ever bringing solutions or doing right by them, also by him ignoring Coffeezilla for months and months regarding this situation, and by coincidentally suing Coffeezilla less than a day after receiving the text asking about Liquid Marketplace, I think Logan Paul is once again hiding something. But that's just my own opinion, and once there's more information, I will release a follow-up video. Let me know what you think about Logan Paul in this situation in the comments. Is he guilty? Is he innocent? There's another video on screen that YouTube has chose specifically for you to watch, so make sure you check that one out, and I will see y'all in the next video.